So magluto naman tayo ng isa pang special na dish that will really make you shine in the kitchen. This is a Japanese dish called teriyaki. Ang ibig sabihin daw ng teriyaki, teri means shine and yaki means to grill. So this dish, because of the sweet sauce, the sugar content, niluluto mo pa lang, nagsusparkle na yung dish habang pinapahid mo yung sauce. So that is teriyaki. Magsha-shine ka without getting stressed because it's very, very easy to prepare. So let's start first with the sauce and the marinade. Isang mixture lang to. So first, you need pineapple juice. You can also use apple juice or pear juice kung anong type mong gamitin. Yung authentic na recipe, pag nagbabasa ako ng Japanese cookbooks, they normally use pear juice or apple juice. Pero syempre, pineapple juice, mas mabilis makita yan dito sa atin. And me personally, mas gusto ko yung fruity flavor. This is soy sauce. I'm using Japanese soy sauce. Or mahal po ang Japanese soy sauce. Can I use just plain soy sauce? Sure, no problem. This is brown sugar, so you can adjust the sugar depending on the sweetness that you like. Kung gusto mong mas sweet, dagdagan mo ng konti. Kung medyo natatamisan ka, bawasan mo. And this is oyster sauce. I'm putting oyster sauce for added... tumasik. Be careful. Para mas malinamnam. O buti na lang, naka-apron ako. And then this is white vinegar, black pepper, this is garlic, minced garlic, and then of course, hindi pwedeng mawala ang ginger dahil ito yung magbibigay ng unique flavor. So everything goes into the blender. Lagay mo lang lahat sa blender yan. So let's blend. Okay, let's check. Oh, nawala na yung talsik, di ba? Parang magic. So until very smooth like this, and then half of this will go into your chicken. I have here chicken thigh fillet. You can also use chicken breast. Kung gusto mo may buto, pwede namang may buto. Pero mas mabilis lang kumapit yung flavor kapag ka boneless. And I like using chicken thigh because you're going to grill it para hindi basta-basta nagda-dry. And of course, traditionally, ito talaga yung ginagamit, thigh part. But nasa sayo yan. Kung saan ka happy, and you can use any meat. Pwede ring pork, pwede ring beef, pwedeng salmon. So, maglagay ka lang dyan, just enough to cover the chicken. So, I'm putting it in a Ziploc para mas mabilis itago sa ref because mas maganda to kung iiwan mo overnight or up to 2 days inside the fridge para talagang manuot yung lasa. Kung wala ka naman Ziploc, you can just get a bowl and just cover it with plastic to make sure na walang contamination. And then, yung natira, ilagay mo sa kaserola and papakuluan natin yan. No? So, hindi mo to lalagyan ng slurry. Ibig sabihin, you're not going to put any starch to thicken the sauce. You're going to thicken it naturally through reduction. Ibig sabihin, pakukuluan mo, and dahil may asukal to, ang mangyayari, magkakaramelize yung sugar, mag-evaporate yung excess liquid, kusang lalapot yung sauce. But you're not looking at a very thick sauce. Gusto mo lang something that will hold. O di ba, what a term. Something that will hold onto your meat later kapag ka niluluto mo na para hindi naman masyadong malabnaw. So this will take around 3 to 5 minutes of simmering. Pakukuluan mo lang yan hanggang lumapot or mag-reduce yung ating sauce. And babalikan natin yan maya-maya at ipapasok ko yung aking chicken sa loob ng ref. So this is the teriyaki sauce. It has been boiling for around 5 minutes. makikita mo, lumapot na siya but not very thick. If you want it very thick, you can boil it further. Pakuluan mo pa for 3 to 5 minutes. I just like it like this. Pag nilagay mo sa kutsara, you see, it coats the spoon, hindi siya masyadong malapot, pero hindi na din siya malabnaw. No? So, reduction is very good because it enhances the flavor of the sauce. Talagang pinapalabas niya yung masarap na lasa ng kung ano man ang niluluto mo. So, titigil na ako dito. Okay na ako sa thickness niya. I'll set it aside. Oh, and then, gawin na natin yung mga kasama ng teriyaki habang binababad pa natin yung chicken. So, I'm going to start with, this is my garlic noodles. Masarap siya with rice, pero yun sa mga ayaw ng kanin, bigyan natin ng option. So, this is garlic noodles. I have here, in my pan, chicken stock. This is just chicken stock or basically tubig lang na nilagyan mo ng chicken powder or kung meron kang kaldo, nagpakulo ka ng manok, gamitin mo. Kaya ayaw mo ng chicken stock, pwede naman tubig lang, put vegetable powder or vegetable broth. And then, lalagyan ko lang ng konting egg noodles. Just egg noodles. I'll just put half of this. Very plain lang ito. You don't want a lot of elements going into your noodles because malasa na yung iyong sauce. And then here, on my other pan, I'm preheating the lutuan. I'm going to cook here the buttered cabbage. Okay, so you just cook the noodles like that. Plain lang. Kung gusto mong lagyan ng konting oyster sauce, pwede mong lagyan ng konting oyster sauce. Just around 2 tablespoons. Just for added color. Okay, this will take around 3 to 5 minutes para lumambot yung noodles. And then here, I have butter. Lalagay ko dito for the buttered cabbage. Just butter. And cabbage. Mabilis lang po ito. And then just a little bit of salt. You don't want to overcook the cabbage. Kaya ko siya niluluto dito sa malalim na kaserola so that the moisture stays. Because you just want the flavor of the butter to coat the cabbage. Ganun lang. Don't make things complicated. O, diba? Maganda pag hindi masyadong complicated. Because the star is your teriyaki. So, itong mga to are just supplements. Huwag mong masyadong gawing malasa. Too much flavors here, malalabanan na niya yung teriyaki. Okay, so just saute the cabbage. And then put some salt. Black pepper. And then that's it. Papatayin ko na yung apoy. I don't want to overcook it. No? Pero kung gusto mo naman yung talagang medyo bagsak na yung repolyo, pwede naman. No problem. Okay, so for this, makikita mo may konti pa siyang sabaw. I'm going to leave it like that. Naparami yung buhos ko ng stock, but that's fine because mag-a-absorb din yung noodles na yan. Pagkapaluto na siya, the best way to know is by trying it. Konti pa. So as it cooks, hihigupin pa niyan yung sabaw. Let's see. Kung naman nasobrahan yung sabaw na nalagay mo, no problem, kasi as it cools down, hihigupin niya yon. Pag kulang, dagdagan mo lang. So I'm going to continue cooking this, and then after this, lulutuin na natin yung ating teriyaki. Pagkaluto nito, you just put some garlic, toasted garlic, and spring onions, and sesame oil upon serving. So my egg noodles are done. Just put sesame oil, patay na yung apoy para ma-retain mo yung nice fresh aroma of the sesame oil. Some garlic and spring onions. Ganyan lang, very basic. Again, this is just to supplement your teriyaki. Kumbaga parang side dish lang. Okay? That's it, and then you set it aside. And then here, I'm heating my non-stick pan. O alam ko, sasabihin nyo, to grill, hindi naman yung grill. O pwede ka din naman magpaihaw, di ba? Pwede ka din magpainit ng uling sa labas ng bahay. Pero kasi syempre, ngayon, wala akong pasensyang magpay-pay-pay-pay. So, painitin ko na lang yung aking non-stick pan. And kukunin ko yung aking teriyaki na binabad. Okay, so I have here the chicken. Now, lalagyan ko lang ng konting oil yung non-stick pan. You can also use yung griller. Pwede rin yon. Konting mantika. And then, pwede na tayo magsimulang mag-concert. Kasi uusok na naman sa kusina. When you're grilling, make sure na skin side down ka muna. So, skin side down. O yan. Literally, nagsusparkle siya yung mantika muna. Yan, 3 pieces muna. Do not overcrowd it. Huwag mong i-overcrowd because ang mangyayari, masyadong magmo-moist yung pan mo, hindi mo ma-achieve yung golden brown or caramelization na gusto mo dun sa iyong teriyaki. Okay? So, this will take around 3 minutes per side. And mapapansin mo, dahil may sugar yan, mabilis yan magba-brown. No? Kaya yung chicken thigh fillet mo, make sure na talagang flatten. I have here scissors. Pwede mo ding gupit-gupitin ng konti para siguradong pantay yung luto. Okay? So, hintayin natin yan. Babaliktarin natin maya-maya. Pero huwag kang excited because huwag kang baliktad ng ginigrill mo sa pan, so you will really achieve the nice Maillard reaction. Yung magba-brown, golden brown caramelization yung labas. Okay, so you see how nice? And then you continue cooking the other side. Okay, mas matagal yon. Yung skin is, pag nag-caramelize na siya, nag-brown na, okay na yan, and then you continue cooking the other side. Okay? Again, it would help kung gugupit-gupitan mo siya ng konti to make sure na ma-penetrate yung heat sa loob ng iyong chicken thigh. Kung chicken breast, walang problema, mabilis po maluto yon. Chicken thigh, medyo may katagalan. So, this process would help. So, balikan ulit natin to. So, ayan na. Malapit na siyang maluto. Actually, luto na siya. So, this is my garlic noodles. You can also use spaghetti here if you want. Pang side lang naman to kung gusto mo lang. But me, personally, I like it with rice. Okay, so garlic noodles, done. Now, this is my teriyaki. Chicken teriyaki, put it there. Hindi po yan sunog. Talaga pong ganyan yung gusto mo para parang may grilled effect. So, pag ready ka nang hiwain yan, ready ka na for plating, give it mga 30 seconds to 1 minute to rest on the chopping board to let all the juices redistribute para hindi mabilis madadry, para moist na moist yung loob ng iyong chicken. So I'm going to get some rice. I have here rice. I think hindi lang Japanese rice to dahil naubusan po ako ng Japanese rice. Pero hindi nyo na din malalaman yun. O, diba? Hindi nyo na din malalaman na hindi Japanese rice yan. So, yan. And then I'm going to slice my chicken. Oh, you see how nice and moist it is? And the inside is thoroughly cooked. Your chicken teriyaki. And then, lagyan mo on the side ng buttered cabbage. Well, nasa sa yan. Mas maganda ang mga presentation ninyo. Kasi syempre ako, during this last minute, kailangan ko nang tapusin ng video dahil alam kong excited na kayo magluto. And then you put more teriyaki sauce. Okay, yan. Tingnan mo, di ba? More teriyaki sauce. And then you can put sesame oil if you want. Splash of good sesame oil. And syempre, titikman natin yan. And para authentic ang ating tasting, nagamit ako ng chopstick. Okay, so this is your chicken teriyaki. Very easy to make. Very special kung gusto mong, o sige, mag-Japanese theme naman tayo, one night. O, diba? Let's try the chicken first. One more. It's so good because the chicken is very moist. And saglit lang natin binabad yung chicken pero malasa na din. I'm sure pag ibinabad mo yan overnight, mas magiging malasang-malasa, mas tatalab hanggang loob ng manok. The garlic noodles, tinikman ko na. Pero tikman natin ulit in front of the camera. Masarap din. So, there you have it, your chicken teriyaki, garlic noodles if you want, or just with rice and buttered cabbage. O so gumawa ka na, pahingi pa ng isa dahil masarap talaga siya. Enjoy and take care always. I'll see you soon.